Hello everyone and welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. This one, I'm going to take it kind of at a casual pace. I'm not going to set myself a set upload schedules, kind of just be as I feel like it, I'll upload things. Lobotomy Corporation, TLDR, is an SCP management game. Yeah. I will go into detail on how everything works as we start in our initial start on our first day. Game does have some roguelike elements to it, but we'll get into those later. Start of not every day, but start of a lot of days we'll get a couple of boxes. This one is just guaranteed 00303, feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. Hello, X. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please have no worry in speaking with me or asking questions. I honestly quite like my name. How do you feel about yours? I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best ever to exist in this age. I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes show that you think I look too human to be an AI, am I wrong? However, there is a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation to open a door or prepare a cup of coffee for you. I cannot take a step outside of this building to bask in the sunlight, feel the gentle breeze. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower. The tone and shape of my voice, taken from the wisest person in the world. Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile. Don't worry. That was a joke. There could be no such person on this earth. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people possible in mind. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I'm working as intended. Moving on, artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I'm the best in a majority of work fields. I'm able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I'm certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. Well, enough with introductions. Is there anything that you would like to know? Why don't you tell us about the company? Not a bad thing to ask about. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing, and the demand for energy is exponentially increasing as the technologies advance. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world any further. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble upon mysterious beings whom we doped to abnormalities. Then we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. To isolate them in a controlled environment, then to harvest energy from them. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world with its discovery that benefits humanity in two ways. Once you're fully placed in the role of manager, you'll be able to access all current information on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. For now, the encyclopedia's pages lay blank. It will be filled out little by little. Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task of your subordinates to pen it. You've joined the company at an opportune moment, by the way. Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting processes. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. That means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. Think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you. You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Ah, pardon my manners, manager. I was talking to one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one, and I would have trouble managing it on my own, so someone determined that there should be an AI to assume the head control of each department. If I were to be considered the cerebrum, it would be the cerebellum. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion amongst all the AIs. Well then, shall we greet her now? Your rushed footsteps from behind. Manager! I arrived just on time, right? The time is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess don't count as on time. Congratulations on joining Lobotomy Corporation, Manager. I don't want to disturb this touching moment, Malkuth, but every second counts in Lobotomy Corporation. Please make your introduction as brief as possible and prepare for the meeting. Seems Angelin's in a good mood today. But hey, at least the other staff around are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe. Not all of them. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Malkuth. I'm in charge of the control team. Since we're the control team, we have a great deal of responsibility. I'll try my best to help you by improving the basic functions of this facility, Manager. I'm sure you're a bit nervous right now. It takes a bit of time to get used to things around here. I know from experience. But don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. I am not exactly the best at everything. I used to be problem Sephora, you know? I would sew buttons onto her shirt the wrong direction or add salt instead of sugar to food. But still, you can do it, just like I managed to. I'm sure you will succeed, manager. I'll give you an easy task since it's your first day here. Wish you the best of luck. I can't take it anymore. Manager, you're in there, right? I have to get out of here, please. I know you're capable of it. You're the manager. You're not the same as the rest of us. You can do anything. How do you want to quit? Something like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me. It's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal. Do you really think you can't handle it? Please. I don't want to be here. Let me out of here, please. Manager, even though you're the head of this facility, that employee belongs to my department, so I believe I can take care of this. Let me handle this, please. Yeah, sure. Thanks for acknowledging my position. Please, don't be alarmed. These kinds of things happen quite often. Oh, right. It must be the first time you've seen something like this. Usually Miss Angela or I handle this kind of stuff. It's just a tiny hiccup. Nothing for you to worry about. No, please, manager, please. Mission, you can do this, manager. Please make sure to remember that your primary goal is harvesting energy from the abnormalities. In order to harvest energy, you need to work on them. It is the most basic yet important task we have here at the corporation. Please don't let me down. I know you can do it. Complete 3 work processes with the abnormalities. At the start of each day, we will get... but wait for it to go through here. We'll have a couple of things around here. First, we can see our control team is right here. So this is, you can choose, who's all in here. We can get a brief overview. Over here is the repository of our employees, or more specifically, our agents. And this right here is Angel. We have a couple of different things to note on here. There are 4 different stats: Fortitude, Prudence, Temperance, and Justice. Fortitude will increase your max HP, Prudence your max SP, Temperance your work speed and success, and Justice is kind of just overall speed. We'll be able to get into more details regarding some of the other things on there later. We also will start with some lob points. I don't exactly know what it stands for, but we can use that to either upgrade our employees through strengthen employees here, or we can hire new ones over here. I do have a mod to allow me to customize the appearance for free. I do have a couple mods in this playthrough. Our speed up, which we don't have access to right now, we'll get access to our speed up later. That one just goes a little bit faster. HP bars will now stack between agents. That just kind of helps organize things. There's another thing that will be accessed later on. That also two things that are later on that are notable. Of course, the free appearance change, and then we'll get into a few more things here. Now you can see that aside from Angel, there are also these 2 other guys here. There are agents and there are clerks. This is an SCP thing, so basically the clerks are your D class. Over here, you can see our little floating guy, 030303, or 00303, and we can start doing things with them. There are 4 different work types that each coincide, I should say, with these here. We're going to go with Insight, and we'll be able to do a little bit more detail later. As you do different things with different work types, they will level up, so that's no issue there. He was understandably terrified of entering the containment unit. And just overall, this goes through and it'll show everything that is all on here. Now, I do have some knowledge of what a lot of the abnormalities are capable of, so I will be going through that. I'm not playing this game blind. I'm willing to do some stuff blind, but not all of it. So we can see a couple different things. First, over there is just kind of your overall result from the most recent work. Over here is your total amount of PE boxes. PE boxes are what you are mainly looking for. And over here is the abnormality details page. A couple things we can get. We can see that there's different observation levels. Those those are worked through with these different things. And all the managerial guidelines will be 1 level. Escape information, basic information, and the work preferences. This is where one of the mods that I have coming in is gonna giving you just more specific details on the chance of success. I believe that is for every single tick. On a failed work, they will do a little bit of damage. We'll get into that in a little bit. Over on the top left, we can see the total quota of what we need to get to end off our day, as well as this bar here. This bar over here is the Qlifoth Meltdown counter, which is basically every time you do work, this will go up, and there will be, once it ticks over, it'll trigger a Qlifoth Meltdown. What the meltdowns do is that they will, I believe they just they lower the counter up here, which some we'll get into a little bit more detail on those in a little bit, as well as they will drain some of your energy. Now, our only goal for this one, for today, is to do 3 total works. However, we are actually going to go through a lot more. Day 1 is very good to work with. Day 1 is just really nice. So on the fails, we can see little wait for it again. There's be another failure. There we go. It's kind of that little rim of different colors, or a bunch of white clouds. That means that he's doing white damage. There are 4 different types of damage: red, white, black, and pale. Red damage does damage to health. And the big thing is the health. You can kind of see it on here. White damage does a lot to sanity, as does black damage. And I believe pale does damage to both, but pale is very uncommon, so that's not one you really have to worry about all too much. We see right now that Angel has gotten a little thing. That is because of the Ego Gift. Yeah, it's just telling us that we have the Meltdown. If you're currently working on it, when it goes into Meltdown, it's not an issue. One of the other mods has this be a lot more common. I don't know exactly what the commonality of it with the mod is, but I do have it raised up higher. The Ego Gifts don't matter too much, in all honesty. I also do have a mod that fixes some that are bugged, because I believe that one sin in hundreds of good deeds, which is your starter lad, I believe the gift is actually kind of bugged, in that it doesn't actually give you the success rate up. I think it is, but still, there are, I think, like 5 different slots that employees can have, that agents can have for ego gifts. There's head, mouth, neck, 2 hands, and I think there's one for back as well. So, that's something to keep in mind. Now that we're finished, we can see that our work speed is up and our work success chance is up. And we have these 2 things over here. These are the ego equipment. Ego is all the ego equipment is kind of just how you'll upgrade things. Right now, we just have some basic stuff. Standard uniform, standard wired stick. They are pretty bad. However, we do also have the ego equipment here. This just is stronger stuff. We can see what type of damage it does. Another mod that I have also is just kind of showing you the specifics of the weapons. Armor doesn't really need anything specific on it, but showing you what the range is, speed. It'll just normally, without mods, it'll just say normal speed, short range. See what type of damage it does, stuff like that. Again, this is a very easy day, so I am perfectly fine with taking my... Well, okay. I am perfectly fine with taking my time, however, we'll be able to get speed up pretty soon, so I'm just going to complete the day. At the end of the day, we can see other stuff. We can see our survival rate. You can see think that's our reward lob points. See what has all been upgraded from our people, if they've upgraded any other stats, stuff like that. Get a loading screen into the next day, and we'll get a bunch of different options. Again, these will be randomized for your playthrough, although there are certain tiers that will give you things. For the most part, it doesn't really matter to know exactly what all of the classifications mean. However, we can, of course, just read through their text. However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. And people have been committing sins since long ago. Why did they commit sins? Knowing it's wrong. Of these, I don't fully recall what the one on the far left is. Yeah, I don't recall what this one is. The one in the middle is actually quite good. However, the one on the right here, very nice. Face the fear, build the future. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose one, what part of the motto do you prefer? Build the future. The future is inevitable, but ever undecided. One may simply lie atop the sand of the future, or they may shape it with purpose. Lobotomy Corporation is an innovative company. The harvesting technologies we have discovered are such a... Excuse my lack of vocabulary. It's simply remarkable. These technologies could be the salvation of mankind. With these, we will mold the future, creating brand new paths. There was a bit of confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually I'm in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems that I failed to pay close enough attention to the Sephiroth meeting room. I heard their control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You do know what it means to resign your company, don't you? I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you, what I shouldn't. Some aspects of the company that I consider natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. You have a variety of roles here. It is like a well-structured play. Every actor has a role, and they must be faithful to their part without any error, synergizing with each other. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like their role. The actor should have played their predetermined part at the predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. Leave the stage without fulfilling their part, because the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Great job, manager. Exactly what I asked of you. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, we went alright. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say that it was perfect, though. And by the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility unable to be contained, and sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors. The drills do no good when you encounter them, since we don't have enough data on them. So we always have to stay alert. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not like fear or anything. Some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. How can I describe it? Like something's wriggling inside of me, little by little. Semper Fi, your job isn't just to keep the abnormalities in control, you need to make sure that they're happy so they produce as many PE boxes as they can. Please work hard on this, everything else should be secondary to that objective for good work results. Expand the team a little bit more, I think when we have access to our speed up, or we can start getting access to things. Yes. So as you complete missions for the teams, you can get different items on here. These two are pretty irrelevant for a while, so obviously you want to go with the speed up right away. Since we have worked before with one sin, you can already see it through here, and we can, if we had the boxes, we could start manufacturing his ego out here. We do have an ego suit, so we can just pop that on. You can see what ego you have, ego gifts you have equipped. Okay, we do have brooms too. Nice. Some of the ego equipment later on, some of the more powerful ego equipment later on will have their own requirements. But, I'm actually going to end things off for right now, just kind of to make sure that our recording is working alright. But, Again, I'm just gonna do the series as I feel like it. I don't know. This is one I'm not gonna promise will ever be finished because it's a very tough and stressful game. But still, until next time, see you guys later.